Hello, Paul Pluta channel. Welcome to the Paul Pluta channel. Today I'm doing paid reviews. Paid reviews. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel. This is from Dominic. And remember, man cannot live on Google Ads alone. I depend on these paid reviews to keep me full-time on YouTube. Hi, Archie. I stumbled across your YouTube channel a few months ago and became a fan. In particular because of your refreshingly honest opinion on wristwatches. When looking at other channels or websites, I cannot help feeling that most of them, in particular the professional and polished looking ones, are being bankrolled by the watch industry in order to market their shitty or overpriced products. So keep up the good work. I've sent you $20 via PayPal for sharing your opinion on the new ceramic Rolex GMT PEPSI in white gold. The GMT PEPSI has always been my favorite Rolex design. Magnum PI had one, but I do not see the point of having it in precious metal. I'd prefer steel. So what do I do? Buy used, not my preference. Get the Batman, which I do not really like, or wait until Rolex finally releases a new a new steel PEPSI. Given Rolex's tendency to issue a lot of new models recently, my instinct says that the gold PEPSI is just a tool to squeeze some money from collectors who buy any new sports model anyhow, and that a steel version for reasonable people will follow in due course. It would be great if you could make a video. I think there are others out there who might also find this interesting. Kind regards, Dominic. Thank you, Dominic. Very interesting question. What do I think of the Rolex GMT PEPSI white gold? I love it. I love it. I love it. I actually do think this is a cool watch there, and it's very interesting what's happened here, because Rolex used to have the PEPSI and the Coke. The PEPSI is the blue and red bezel, and the Coke is the red with the black. They used to have these in steel. This is not so long ago. This is before they went to ceramic. So the question is there, what do I think of the white gold PEPSI? And I got to tell you, I had the yellow gold Submariner. There is nothing like gold. Yes, it's impractical. Yes, it's really a dress watch because it's a precious metal. But it is killer. It is a killer thing. So I would absolutely love one myself. But the pricing of these things here doesn't really think it's... I don't know if it's really going to happen there. It's a very interesting thing there. I really think Rolex themselves there, I honestly think the PEPSI probably won't happen. I don't think they're going to do a PEPSI in steel again. The reason I say that is it's because the Batman is so strong. The black they've got there. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a new color, like a green or an orange and black, you know, to really do something really funky. That could happen. Mind you, Tudor is probably the funky younger brother of Rolex. That's tending where they do the Tudor Black Bay, the Tudor Black Bay chronograph, you know, that kind of really retro type stuff. Guys, I think honestly, yes, I do agree with you. The white gold PEPSI makes it damn expensive. It is very expensive. I don't think they're going to actually release a PEPSI again there, or it won't be like we're used to seeing there. I would really say to you, if you really want a PEPSI, you've got to pay the money and get a vintage one. A vintage like a 2000s, that's what I think you have to do. You got to muscle up and pay for it. Yes, they're expensive, but you know, this is how life is. We can't always have what we want. Maybe because it's not available to us, we want it more. It's strange psychology. I mean, if you want a bang per buck sports watch, you buy an Explorer 2. That is a fabulous GMT function sports watch. The Rolex Explorer 2 is a fabulous piece to own and behold. It is really, really amazing. That is a great piece to have there. Really quite It's a fantastic piece. It basically is a GMT, except it has the fixed steel bezel. Now, to get back to your question there, I think if you really want a Pepsi, I think you've just got to pay the piper and get a vintage one. That's the only way you can do it. The only way is to pay the piper and get the vintage one. Is it worth it? Well, you got to decide yourself. It's not for me to say whether it's worth it or not. But I don't think they're going to do that. I really doubt they will have a Pepsi come out. They're doing it in white gold. They may do the Coke in steel. Yes, I could see that happening. But the Pepsi itself, ooh, I don't think they'll do that because it's in white gold. Very clever what Rolex has done. They're trying to extract every dollar they can out of these things here. And they're very, very interesting maneuver. But I actually love the black. You know, the GMT ceramic steel with the black bezel, black dial. I think that is beautiful. I think myself, if you want a killer combo, get a ceramic two-tone. That's where I'd be going. I reckon that is a very good value proposition. I reckon that is a killer. That is a killer combo. I'd prefer a two-tone ceramic GMT than a steel Pepsi. That's my opinion. I think that is because it's got the yellow gold in it. It's quite cool. It's very cool. So I don't want to. I think Rolex won't release another Pepsi. They've got the white gold one. That is it. They're going to be very tough on that. And if they did release a steel one, I mean, wouldn't the white gold people be a bit cheesed off? So I don't really think they're going to do that. I think Rolex is really streamlining what they're doing. Very, very clever marketing company indeed. I wouldn't be surprised if they ditch the Batman, so that's blue-black, you know, orange-black or green-black. I wouldn't be surprised if they tweak with those colors. And it's pretty amazing. I mean, it's the same watch as the black, except it's got a different color bezel. So damn what? So it's really quite interesting how they will do this. But I think they're going to milk that for everything they can. And I don't think you're going to see Pepsis again. I think if you want a Pepsi, get the vintage. Get the vintage. That's all you can really do. Get the vintage. That's where it's at. Get a Pepsi or get a Coke. That's where it is at. I'm sorry. That is the reality. I don't see them releasing it in steel. There'd be too much backlash. So I think sit tight. Personally, if it was me and you really want the GMT watch, the GMT, I'd get a two-tone with the ceramic. I think that is killer. So that's just my opinion there. So yeah, I don't really see that happening, I'm afraid. So there you go. The Pontiff has spoken. Archie Luxury, Paul Pluta. Tell me, guys, what you think. Do you think they will release a steel Pepsi? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel.